Yeah, I know. There's a reflection from the sun. But I love it. Here we are, baby. On the road with your old buddy, the GOC Big Daddy. And the GOC stands for the Guardian of Chaos. I'll say that to say this, because I tell it like it is. We're having a lot of fun on the road, fans. I don't think I'm going to call this episode 27. I think this will just be an impromptu Chaos Corner show extra. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here. We're having a lot of fun. And there goes the train. Remember, fans, your buddy the GOC, vigilant but humble. And yeah, if you're looking around for all the microbes and everything, I'm not wearing my mask because I'm in my own personal limo. I've been COVID negative since the beginning, so fans, don't worry about the way I talk and what you see flying around. You're not here to get any of it. So what I want to talk about here while I'm on the road is the world of professional wrestling. Now, fans, you can follow me on YouTube. First off, go to my Twitter profile, which is what you're on right now, and I want you to hit the profile link, and that will bounce you over to the Guardian of Chaos on YouTube. Follow my boys over at the show, and that's at Mario_Chaos. If you're not there to use them, I don't know what you're doing to put your brand over, to put yourself over, to help you to get the rub. I don't know what you're doing. Mario Chaos, the show, they're there to put you over. And yes, I have some input, but it's them. I can't control what they do over at the show. But if you're not using them as a tool to put yourself over, you are missing the boat. A lot of traffic going on, a lot of people around with the Chaos, Guardian of Chaos. So fans, we're going to try something a little different. We're here in 2021. This is same day coverage, live to tape on the road. And I'm not violating any traffic laws because, as you can see, I am off to the side of the road. I am here at an undisclosed location. Now, fans, IWC, if you will. You know there's a lot of things going on in the United States of America. A lot of things that we're not too happy about. We're all divided, but I'm not here to talk about that. But if you want entertainment, if you want to be entertained by the GOC, follow me on all social media platforms. Obviously, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Parler. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm on Rumble as well. I'm also on Gab. Go to those social media platforms, and as I said earlier, it's at Big Daddy GOC. The GOC is the Guardian of Chaos. Email me if you want, and that's Chaos Big Daddy, the number 2. Chaos Big Daddy, the number 2 at yahoo.com. I will read your questions live on the air on Chaos Corner here on my YouTube channel. Fans, a lot of things have happened this week. I had episode 25 and 26 talking everything WWE, NXT, AEW Dark, AEW Dynamite, MLW Kings of Coliseum, MLW Fusion, Ring of Honor, Impact. We have a lot of things going on. And if you saw the programs this week, because I've been listening to all different shows and podcasters and along with my eye test, because you can have all your opinion and you can listen to everybody else. But if you don't do the eye test yourself to see what's going on with the psychology, the storytelling, making you want to come back for more, that's why you're missing the boat. There's a lot of things going on in the WWE, on Raw and SmackDown. Goldberg shows up. And now a lot of people shit on it. Now, I understand. I get it. Goldberg's my age, but he's still in great shape, and he obviously still must be popping the ratings or popping something. I don't know what he's popping. I don't want to get too crazy here because, we're trying to keep it PG-14. So a lot of fans are shitting on that on social media on Goldberg, but he's back for a reason. I don't want to see him win the title. I don't want to see him go any further with the storylines, but I'd like to see him kick Randy Orton's ass after he humiliated. And I know it's a work. I get it. I know. But after what he did, what Orton did to all the legends from Ric Flair to my boy Mark Henry and Big Show, and as JD would say, I love the Big Show. and he could still kick somebody's ass. But after what Orton did, I don't like it. I'd like to see Goldberg come back and smash Orton. Why Drew McIntyre? That doesn't make any sense to me, because Drew has been nothing but respectful to all the legends and the people that have come before him. Randy Orton's playing the gimmick of the legend killer. So I don't know where they're going with that. Who knows what's going to happen. It is Friday. Live to tape, same day coverage. I don't know if I'm going to call this show number 27 or not. I'm on the road. I don't know when I'm going to put this up on YouTube. I don't even know when I'm going to be back to Chaos headquarters. But tonight is SmackDown. We know the ratings have been popping for SmackDown. I don't usually start off these shows with talking about the WWE, although they are the mothership. Let's face it, I've been a WWE, WWF, WWF fan back to the early 70s. So I believe one of the first matches I ever saw might have been circa 1971 or 72 at the old New Haven Arena, when it was the Worldwide Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion Bruno Sammartino against the Japanese assassin Tor Kamata. For all my friends out there that know your history. And the Professor, I know you're watching, Professor, so I know you'll know that. Also on that same card back at the New Haven Arena in the 70s, not only Bruno and Tor Kamata, I saw Stan the Man Stasiak, the legendary Heart Punch. Baron Miguel Cicluna was there that night. Also, I believe the Valiant Brothers, who are probably one of my favorite tag teams and probably one of the best tag teams in history. I never had a chance to manage the Valiant Brothers once I got into the business, but I was blessed and fortunate to be inducted into the class of 2019 New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. And then at FanFest 7, I had a chance to sit down with the boogeyman himself, handsome Jimmy Valiant, and we had a nice hour or two conversation, and I really had a chance to pick his brain. So that right there was worth it alone, not only being inducted into the Hall of Fame, but FanFest 7 the next day and being able to talk to Arn and Tully and Barry Windham and Demolition and Greg the Hammer Valentine and Honky Tonk and Bill Apter and Gary Michael Capetta. Joel Gertner was there. Even some of the current stars like the Kingpin Brian Malonis or Anthony Green, AG, who just signed with WWE. A lot of different things. So I was blessed and fortunate to be there for that and to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And then just recently, last year, into the Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame with 4 guys that worked under the guidance of Vince McMahon. And we know Roma's legacy, what a star he was that worked all over the world. So I couldn't be more blessed, humble, and fortunate. I know I got off track. I got sidetracked there. I get it. I know the glare is unbelievable, but it's okay. Only the back windows are tinted. So I'm driving. I don't have the driver today. Anyway, so that was quite the trip down to memory lane here on Chaos Corner. So that's what I'm talking about with the World Wrestling Federation. SmackDown tonight, World Wrestling Entertainment. The ratings, they're drawing 2 and 3 million people. And I mentioned back on a previous couple of shows about how they had like popped a 3 million rating. That's because it was leading in from the NFL. So let's not go crazy about the ratings. SmackDown is the highest rated program out of all the programs on TV, drawing well over 2 million every Friday night on Fox. 2.5 million, 3 million. They are number one as far as ratings go. You break down the quarter-hour ratings, and AEW is drawn on certain ones with Sting and certain storylines of 1.5, 1.8. USA Monday Night Raw continues to dwindle. They were down as low as a 1.4 million. They bounced back a little bit, but they're still not the mothership anymore after 25 years on USA for Monday Night Raw. So you look at the ratings, there'll be a lot of people watching tonight on SmackDown. Tomorrow night, as we get on, we're almost 10 minutes in here, Chaos on the Road. I guess we'll call it show number 27. I'm not sure why I'm going to do that. Again, unedited, unscripted, no button to shut anything off. I do it on the road. I do it at Chaos Corner. I do it down in a bunker. This is the entertainment you get. I constantly providing entertainment and daily knowledge out there for the fans in the IWC, because you guys spur me on to be positive, and you guys spur me on to do this because this is what I love. We're having fun. Let me have a little sip here. Stand by, please. Take a look at the limo. All right, I'm back. Excuse me, fans. It's a little cold outside. We're here in the Northeast. Cut me some slack. What I want to talk about now, 10 minutes in, since we rambled on about Chaos on the Road, WWE, Bill Goldberg, SmackDown, Raw, there's a lot of things coming out. And before I get on to Impact, because I want to talk about Impact this weekend. There's a big card. Impact Genesis is tomorrow. It's going to be an unbelievable event. We know what's happening between Impact and AEW, the alliance. And then, of course, what happened on Wednesday night with the Bullet Club. Too sweet! But before I get on to that, I want to wrap up the few things that stand out to me for the WWE. The matchup between Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre certainly was one of the best matches I've seen in the last year. So to have those two guys, Keith Lee, I don't know what they're doing with him. I like him as a big man, and we're organic, we're ad lib here, so that's going to make me bring up Wardlow and Hager from AEW Dynamite when it comes to big men. But that match between Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre, in my opinion, was an excellent match. Now, they could have did a little bit more. It wasn't perfect. But those two guys right now are the future of the WWE for big men. And it's nice to see the big man coming back. No disrespect to the middleweights, the cruiserweights. I'm a light heavyweight guy. I'm a tag team guy. I like those type of matches and entertainment in my professional wrestling as a fan, not as an insider, not as a talent, not as a performer, but as a fan, because I am a fan first. So I thought that was an excellent match, and which leads me into, that really stuck out to me, Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee, which leads me into the big men on AEW. Now, if you look at that, Hager and Wardlow's really coming into his own. And that's why I can compare him to Keith Lee as far as what they're trying to do with them in different companies. Keith Lee has already been an established product from Evolve. Was unbelievable in NXT as the North American champion. A true beast. They brought him to the roster, the main roster in WWE. They changed his music. They changed his demeanor. They changed his wrestling gear. Hopefully he's coming back to be the Keith Lee that we know from NXT, because the NXT product down for a little while over these last several months and through the pandemic. But after Wednesday's show, and I know it was taped, a lot of good matches, a lot of good things. Don't even get me started, because I'm jumping all over the place, because I think the Raquel Gonzalez Rhea Ripley match was unbelievable. Ripley has the goods. Rhea Ripley is an unbelievable grappler. I think she has a bright future. She will be the WWE champion someday. I'm telling you, I know we have Sasha and Bayley and Asuka and Charlotte, perhaps the best women's roster in all of the world. But keep an eye out for Rhea Ripley. And I know I'm bouncing back and forth. I went Raw, SmackDown, AEW Dynamite. I was talking about the big men. Now I'm back onto the female talent. But that's what you get here at Chaos Corner. I'm on the road. What do you want? This came to me spur of the moment. So that was really good, too, on NXT. Let's not forget Cross and Damian Priest. Two Boricuas in the ring. Two rough son of a bitches. Again, two big men. I like to see that professional wrestling is starting to trend back to the big men, whether it be Wardlow and Jake Hager in AEW, which we haven't got onto yet. That was a very slow match, but I liked it. They tried to do too many high-risk moves to compete with all the other people in AEW, the younger and more nimble, agile, mobile, hostile, nimble as a minx, lucha libre high flyers. So the match was slow. It's not used to what the AEW fans are used to seeing, because we're trying to bring back the big men, but I enjoyed it. Now look at Keith Lee and McIntyre. Look at Cross and Priest. Look at Hager and Wardlow. I like the big men. Yes, it's slower. I appreciate all the other athletes. But how ironic is it? NXT, to me, right now, is probably the best in-ring grappling in the world. New Japan might have a lot to say about that, and I'll agree with that. But definitely in North America, NXT, as far as pure wrestling in-ring, perhaps the best product in North America, perhaps in the world with their talent. But I'll give the edge to New Japan, because we're just coming off of Wrestle Kingdom. I've been following New Japan and the Japanese wrestling scene for damn near 40 years. I have a lot of fan base over there in the Pac Rim and over in the Orient. To all my friends over there, you know I love you. Konnichiwa! So I just want to say that, and all the different things that are going on in the world of professional wrestling. We're on the road. We're 15 minutes in here on I guess we're going to call this Chaos Corner show number 27. And as soon as I get back to the bunker, I will put this up on YouTube, live to tape, same-day coverage. And we're bouncing all over the place here because it's ad-lib, it's organic, we're on the road. What do you think of the beard? It's really getting a little crazy, huh? Looks good, though. And yes, you see the different effects. It's a bright, sunny day. This is what happens when you do things ad-lib, organic, unscripted, unedited. I don't need anybody else. It's a one-man show. And this is what I bring to the fans out there. So I'm bouncing all over big man talent, WWE, AEW, and we'll get back into that. I don't know how long we're going to go here. Impact Wrestling this weekend, Genesis, which is going to lead into the big event they have on January 16th, which is Hard to Kill. So there's going to be a lot of matches. And with the Omega, Don Callis, AEW, Impact connection, you're going to want to check this out this weekend. I'll be watching. The Good Brothers will be in full effect in AEW and in Impact. Now, I predict that Gallows and Anderson and the Young Bucks are going to all get back together with Omega, Callis. You saw what happened at the end of AEW Dynamite. That's why this show is more of a news, notes, rumors, speculation, innuendo type Chaos Corner. To have the Young Bucks and everybody in Omega and everybody to all come back, I mean, it's, maybe 3, 4, 5 years too late, but it's going to be interesting to see what's going forward to in 2021 in the world of professional wrestling. So Genesis is this weekend. There's going to be a lot of good matches. You're going to see Willie Mack. You're going to see Moose. You're going to see Deonna Purrazzo, the champion. Taya Valkyrie. Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace against the legend Jazz. You're going to see the Good Brothers in Omega. You're going to see EY. You're going to see Big Joe Doring. You're going to see the Impact champion Rich Swann. There's a lot of things going on this weekend. Impact tomorrow, Genesis, ought to be something because of the association, not just because it's Impact, because of the association of what's going on with AEW and the Good Brothers, okay, and Omega and Callis. There's going to be a lot to watch. So that's what's happening as far as Impact goes and the connection. And then what we saw in AEW Dynamite, a lot of things I'm kind of getting tired of. When is Sting finally going to do something I'm tired of 3-4 weeks in a row? Listen, it's great that he's back. He popped the ratings. It's nice to see the legends come back. I'm all about the legends. I like that. As long as they're given the rub and they're used the right way. Sting has come back 3 or 4 weeks in a row, but it's getting old now if it's just going to be an entrance. We have to do something where we get Sting. I'm not saying at his age he's going to get back in the ring. Maybe a tag match, a 6-man match. Maybe do something with Darby. Something. Make him a manager. You got to do something with Sting. I don't think he's being used properly the right way right now. It's nice to see him back. AEW Dynamite and NXT Wednesday were fantastic. I talked a little bit about Impact. MLW. I can't forget to mention, not to mention MLW. There's a lot of things going on in MLW, whether it be Mads Kruger and the national openweight champion, Hammerstone, obviously. Oh, wait, I almost just blew the phone right into my nose with this 2-car garage. I'm breathing rarefied air. Richard Holiday, the current Caribbean heavyweight champion. Who knows what's going to happen with the feud and him and Savio Vega? Who knows if they'll ever make it out to Puerto Rico, to the Roberto Clemente, to the stadium, to defend the title? Didn't I just do this on episode 26, the same rambling? But you guys get the picture. You understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying, right? So that's what Genesis will be on tomorrow. This is a Friday. This is live to tape. Same-day coverage. Chaos Corner on the road. Yeah, I'm amped up because I'm trying to be a distraction for myself and for you because of all the insanity that's going on in this country and what happened in Washington, D.C., and what's happening with everything from the Patriots to the Proud Boys to BLM to Antifa to Trump to Biden to the election to the United States to radicalism, socialism, everything you want to think of. I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. I don't like the way the country's trending. That's not what I'm here to talk about, but I am a realist. And I want you people to understand and wake up what's really going on in this country. Okay, I'm not going to get into it because I'm all about the pro wrestling and being positive and moving forward. But you fans know what I'm talking about. Let's stay strong. We're all Americans. We're going to get through this one way or another. Okay? Don't worry about the things that you can't control that are out of your hands and out of what you can control. You can only control your environment, yourself, and the people around you. I can't stress that enough. Okay, I want every one of my followers, friends, and family to remember that. I'm here for you just like you're here for me. We all have to stick together. We can be on separate sides of the issues and disagree, but we have to be united, not divided, and let anyone do it to us. All these other countries, China, Russia, North Korea, they're all happy about this to see us fall. We're not going to fall. We're the United States of America, and we will come back. And once we get rid of all of the identification and separation and individualism of trying to make people separated and divided, remember, we're all the same people. Yes, we're individuals. Of course we are, but we're all the same people. So if we don't get past this, we're not going to make it. But I don't want to get into that right now. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. I'm here to be positive. Kings of the Coliseum, MLW Fusion is what I was talking about, and the talent. I'm interested to see where the Contra unit and Joseph Samael and Jacob Fatu and where everyone's going to go with that. I'm very interested to see. We'll talk a little bit about the COVID pandemic and the vaccine. It's coming out. People are taking it. There's a lot of trending news. Who knows what's going to happen as far as live crowds? I know one thing for sure. We missed the crowds. We missed the live crowds. It's just not the same without the people and the energy to spur on the talent. But I have to say that, and I'll say that to say this. I miss the live crowds. Hopefully in 2021 sometime this continues to clear up. People get vaccinated. We all get on the same page and we can go back to live arenas and live shows, because there's nothing like a live professional wrestling event and the energy that you get from it and from the fans. And I mean that. So we have hope moving forward. We're over 20 minutes in here on an impromptu ad-lib organic chaos corner, show number 27 on the road, talking everything pro wrestling, life and reality, and everything in between. So I just wanted to, shoot out a quick episode here while I was on the road doing a couple of things. I have a lot of big negotiations and meetings. Something's always happening with the Guardian of Chaos. I have backed off a lot of different things to concentrate on other projects. So continue to stay with me, fans. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. The GOC's looking pretty good. I know this is a distraction. I get it. You can't see my beautiful face, but I'm not wearing a mask because I'm not required to in my own limo. And plus, I'm negative. I follow the rules. Look at that smile. Oh, wait. I can see. Wow, now that's a smile. Yes, I have the double jacket on. You never know what's going to happen. I'm always prepared. You guys know my background. Read the profile link. And again, fans, I want to implore you to go out there and follow me on Gab, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Parler, on Rumble. Again, follow me on those platforms. You're going to get everything pro wrestling and reality. Email. What is that? Somebody trying to get in a limo in the back or through the roof? This isn't the White House. This isn't Congress. This isn't D.C. I don't want to make jokes about that because I want to bless everyone from the law enforcement to the people that were out there and to those that lost their life. And I'm not joking about that. It's serious. But it is reality. It is topic. It is trending. It is current. And this is what I do. So I want to bless everyone. All jokes aside, don't come at me with this bullshit because I'm in no fucking mood for it. Let's see what's going on here. I got to see what's going on here. The limo is, we're going to have a little levity right now, as I always like to say. Let me see if I could adjust things here. Crying out loud. I don't want any copyright infringements. No copyright infringements by anybody, please. Because I talk over this. We're allowed 30 seconds. You can't really hear anything. So let's not get crazy. I just want to see what we have here. So tell me, why should it be? Why should it be? Because I get a kick out of you here on Chaos Corner. Out of you. Let's see what else we have here. Boom, boom. See, this is what we do here at Chaos Corner. We have a lot of fun. We don't just talk professional wrestling. Speaking of that, and not just talking professional wrestling, how about, and I know there's a lot of distractions here, we're on the road. It's supposed to be chaos. How about the New York Metropolitans getting Carrasco and Francisco Lindor from the Cleveland, I guess I can't call them Indians, but I'm going to call them Indians. And I don't understand that either. Atlanta Braves, Cleveland Indians. Those are things that if I was Native American that I would be proud of. I get the whole Redskin thing. I get that. Okay? Now we all want to do something about it. We should have did about it years ago. But I understand if it's offensive, Redskin, I get it. Everyone's all hung up on skin color, which I tell you is the problem to begin with. But why Atlanta Braves, Kansas City Chiefs, Cleveland Indians? They've been around for years. That's proud. If that was my heritage, and maybe I'm speaking out of place, I would be proud of that. That's a tribute to me and my heritage. Francisco Lindor to the Mets. So let's hope 2021 is better. Let's go Mets. I've been a Mets fan for 40 years. Who can forget the 69 Mets, the 73 Mets, the 86 Mets, the 2000 Mets, the 2015 Mets. Those are all the Mets teams that have made it to the World Series. And my favorite of all time, obviously, although I have a special place for the 69 Mets, 1986, the Kings of Queens. The bad boys, the bad guys won. What a team with Strawberry and Hernandez and Mookie and Ojeda and Doc and the list goes, El Cid, the list goes, Hojo, the list goes on and on. I'll be here forever. The kid, Gary Carter, that's my team. So you see, for fans, we don't just talk pro wrestling here. We talk everything. I feel like we're all knocking on heaven's door for a moment of reality. Anyway, fans, I'm coming up on almost a half an hour of an ad-lib, organic, Chaos Corner, show number 27. Rumors, news, notes, speculation, ad-lib, organic, the words that I've used, like 20 times now. And I wanted to do this because it's good for my sanity. You people help me as much as I help you. So I just want everyone to know that. I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed. And moving forward, you should all be that way too. Walk in spirituality. Walk with the Lord. Be true to yourself. Be the best person that you can possibly be, if I can throw out any message. Fans, you know I have a lot of influence out there with a lot of people. And if I can do anything to help you, reach out to me. Get in touch with me. I'll talk to you at any time. And I'm here. And just like you folks are here for me, because it also helps me. But back on to pro wrestling. We have a lot to be happy about, a lot to be thankful for. Monday nights, you have Monday Night Raw. Tuesdays, you have Impact on Access. You have AEW Dark. You have Wednesdays, you have AEW Dynamite, NXT from the WWE. You also have MLW Fusion. You have Thursdays are usually an open night, and that's what I notice when a lot of news and notes come out and podcasters. Fridays, we have SmackDown for the WWE. And then Saturdays and Sundays are usually related for pay-per-views or special shows. So look at the pro wrestling that we have. I've been a fan for years. I've been in the industry for years. I know what I'm talking about, fans. This is the best time in professional wrestling. I've been saying it for the last year or two, to be either a talent, be in the business, a company, and an organization. We're going to get out of this pandemic. And I'm telling you, the product's going to do nothing but get better. The athletes are unbelievable and incredible. So those are the things that I wanted to talk about. Again, we'll be doing a lot of these, a lot of shorts, half an hour. The last show I did, show number 25 of Chaos Corner, was, I think, 29 minutes, under a half an hour. We're coming up on 29 minutes now. I'm going to get back on the road. I have some meetings to get to. I have maybe some contracts to sign, although, you know me, I've never signed a contract. So continue to follow me. We're going to have a lot of fun. You can get a lot of entertainment. Subscribe to me on all social media platforms, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to do a lot of things like this, a lot of changes coming up in 2021, but yet we're still going to stay the same. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section, inbox me, email me. Let's go out with a little music right now. Let's, have some fun. That's what I'm here for. Let me know what you want me to cover. Let me know what you want to hear. My story, somebody else's story, the big time, the little time, and everything in between. Because I am the guardian of chaos, and I do tell it like it is. And I'll say that to say this. There's 3 types of people in this world. Those who don't know what happened, those who wonder what happened, and people like the GOC that make things happen. Don't you dare miss that.